What do you want? Answer me now. What do you want?
Get out of my face right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. For those of you who don't know us, my name is Alicia.
And I'm Josh.
And we are a happily married Christian couple. We have been married for almost 3 years and we've been together for a little over 4. We thought that it would be really fun if we made a video reacting to some of the most iconic couple fight scenes in some of the popular films out there.
The first movie that we're going to be reacting to is The Breakup with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn.
Well, I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Cool.
It'd be nice if you helped me.
No problem. We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just gonna hit the streets here for a little bit.
Gary, come on. I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. Take 15 minutes.
Oh, honey, I am so exhausted. I just honestly want to relax for a little bit. If I could
I
just
know, she was on the
sit
couch.
here, let my food digest, and just try to enjoy the quiet for a little bit. Get some. That's what happens. And we will, we can clean the dishes
Boys.
tomorrow.
Gary, you know I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, all right? I care. I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Fine. I'll help you do the damn dishes.
You missed the table,
Come on.
bro.
You know what? No, that's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the
I
dishes.
want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes? Why?
See, that's
Fair
my whole
enough.
point.
Let me see if I'm following this, okay? Are you telling me that
He
you're
is
upset
totally
because I don't
missing
have a
it.
strong desire to clean dishes?
No, I'm upset because you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you.
Jesus, Brooke, you're acting crazy again.
Don't
This
you
is
call
such a
me
common-
crazy. I am not crazy.
I didn't call you crazy.
Common
I didn't
fight,
call you
common
crazy. No, I
dialogue.
didn't. I said you're acting crazy.
You know what, Gary? I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
Damn it, if I knew.
I'm just going to
that it was
pause it
gonna
here
be
for a
this much
second.
trouble-
Like, all right, so that happens all the time. People will say, like, I didn't call you crazy. I said you're acting crazy.
Yeah.
But, like, you should know that that's all the other person's going to hear is you're crazy.
Yeah, when you're in a
It
fight,
pretty much means the same thing, let's be real.
yeah, when you're in a fight, you need to not think about what you mean in what you're saying. You need to be thinking about how the other person's going to receive what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the perspective that you need to have.
Yeah. Okay, let's rewind the bit because this is my favorite part, the part about the lemons.
I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
Damn it, if I knew that it was going to be this much trouble, I would have brought home 24 lemons. Even 100 lemons. I know what I wish? I wish everyone that was at that goddamn table had their own little private bag of lemons.
Gary,
How
it's
does
not
that-
about the lemons.
So that's all you're talking about?
I'm just saying it'd be nice if you did things that I asked. It would be even nicer if you did things without me having to ask you.
Well, I do seem to remember doing something.
All right,
this
let's stop
morning
it there.
that-
I feel like that's such a common male versus female perspective as well. Like, females generally seem to always clearly see the deeper meaning behind things, and men seem to be a lot more like, I don't want to be rude, but like simple-minded. Is
Yeah,
that fair?
we're simple guys. We're just like, we're arguing about one thing. Let's argue about that one thing.
Yeah. Whereas women are like, if I bring up 10 different things that you did wrong, how do you not see that all 10 things have the same underlying issue?
But
Right?
we just see the things.
Yeah. And so men are like, oh my goodness, I can't do anything right. Whereas a woman is like, no, there's one thing that you're not doing right, and it's being presented in all these different examples. So the underlying issue in this scene is not that he's playing video games instead of cleaning the kitchen. It's not that he messed it up with the lemons. That's not the underlying issue. Those are symptoms of the issue. The actual issue is that she feels like she's not appreciated and not being helped.
Yeah.
That's it. And so if she had approached him being like, I feel like unappreciated by you because you're not like showing me love by helping me with things, that would be one thing that he could very clearly, like, as a like simple-minded guy, just be like, okay, that's one thing I need to work on. But because she brings up the dishes
The
and
lemons.
the lemons, and because her emotions are like really high, he's like, what are all these random things that are completely disconnected that I need to work on?
Why are we arguing about lemons? I'm actually on Jennifer Aniston's side here. Like, I think that, like, let's be real here. Like, he's actually kind of being a child and he's kind of being a slob. And I personally don't really think she brought things up in a wrong way. I think that there are things that she could have said a little better, but I think she like communicated pretty well for the most part.
I think I disagree.
Really?
Yeah. I think, first of all, tone. Like, it's really hard for someone to hear what you're saying when your tone is already on that level.
Talking at them, yeah.
And it's like a nag. It's like, oh, like, come on, I want to do it now. You know I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
True.
Valid point. Delivery, not so good, especially when he is coming from the perspective of like wanting to chill.
I just see like his first thing I'm like, wow, he's got his shoes on in the house on the couch. Like I would be going mental too if I was in her position. So that's why I think I sympathize with her, because like everything that he did would drive me off the wall. So yeah, I know, I agree with you. She definitely could have come across things better.
Because what if you were him? What if you were the one who just worked all day and you just lied on the couch? Yeah, you're like, okay, like I've got my shoes on, whatever. Like I'm trying to play video games.
Time.
And here's my wife coming in talking to me about the kitchen. Why does she need help doing the kitchen? Okay, I'm sorry I got 3 lemons instead of 12. If you put yourself in his shoes.
She's bringing up a lot of things that are very disconnected, yeah.
And not in a good tone.
Not in a good tone.
Well, how would you want it to be brought up if you were him?
If I was him, I just need some help right now, and I'm feeling kind of crappy because the house is pretty dirty, and I want to feel loved by you helping me out. We'll just clean this house. Can we just please clean the house together, and then you can just go back to doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
And like that'll help me feel a bit better. I just need your help.
Yeah, and I like what you said about then you can go back to doing whatever you want, because I think for him to give her what she needs, he needs to feel that she understands what he needs. So if she says to him, hey, I know that you're really tired, you've had a long day, and I hate to interrupt your relaxing time. I just need 5 minutes of your time, and you can go back to your game.
Just like, please help me.
Yeah, I really need help with the kitchen. They're both in the wrong. But if I had to pick a side, I'd choose Jennifer Aniston's
I would choose
side.
her because he was actually being an idiot. Like he was actually being an idiot.
Yeah, okay.
Our next scene is from the movie Erin Brockovich with Julia Roberts and Aaron Eckhart. This scene, for a bit of context, in this movie, she's working super hard. She's got a couple of kids, and he's been doing his best to just look out for her, watch her kids, and like he's being a good dude.
Yeah, they're not even married. Like,
they're not even married.
He's just dating this woman, and he's taken her kids on as his own.
He looks so sad.
Fuck, George, did a bomb blow up? You're letting the kids run wild?
I know, it's making me sad.
What's that?
I saw him in a mall one day. I said, damn. Those would look good on those beautiful ears. So I bought them, and I said, next time Erin does something nice or says something nice, I'll surprise her with them. You know how long ago that was? 6 months ago.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So what I'm thinking is, Erin, what I'm thinking is that either you gotta find a different job or a different guy. I mean, there may be many men out there who don't mind being the maid and getting nothing in return, but I sure as shit ain't one of them.
I can't leave my job, George.
Yes, you can. You can just quit. People do it all the time.
How can you ask me to do that? This job. For the first time in my life, I got people respecting me. Up in Hinckley, I walk into a room and everybody shuts up to hear if I got something to say. I never had that before, ever. Please don't ask me to give it up.
What about what your kids are giving up?
Look, I'm doing more for my kids now than I did living with my parents. One day they'll understand that.
Well, what about me?
What about you?
Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
You think either one of the men who gave me those children asked me what I wanted before he walked away? All I've ever done is bend my life around what men decide they need. Well, not now. I'm sorry. I won't do it.
Well, Erin, I'm not them, so... I mean, what more do I have to do to prove that to you?
Stay.
What for? I mean, you got a raise. You can afford daycare. You don't need me.
It's just actually sad to watch. Like, I feel bad for both of them. I don't know if you haven't seen this movie already, it's worth the watch. It's a great movie.
Yeah. I think the main thing that stands out to me in the scene is the fact that she immediately starts bringing the baggage from her past relationships and putting it on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, like, that's a really common thing for people to do, like, unintentionally, to say, oh, well, I only treat you this way because I was hurt like this in my past relationship. Or, like, I only said this because I have trauma from my past relationship. And to have a healthy relationship, you need to be focusing on this and not all the stuff behind you from your past. If she didn't have those bad experiences in her past relationship, she probably wouldn't have said those hurtful things to him about, like, what about your feelings? Or,
That was pretty mean.
yeah, or like, what about what you want? If she hadn't brought the trauma of her past into this relationship, he might have stayed. She might have not hurt him so bad that he had to leave.
I think all she had to do is go, because she said she started to apologize, and then she said, I'm sorry, but, and then he was like, no.
What does Steve Harvey say?
That was me that actually, I said that before I even heard it on Steve Harvey, and nothing good comes after or out of a but. Oh, that wasn't what you were gonna
That
say.
was not the quote. That's not the quote.
Or awkward.
if
Well, that's
you-
my quote, guys. I made that up. I think it's hilarious.
The quote was, if you say, I'm sorry, blah, 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 and then you go, but, it erases everything that you just said.
It does.
I also think the way that he approached the conversation was perfect. He was sitting down. He wasn't, like, standing up, making himself look intimidating. He was sitting down. He spoke calmly, quietly. He didn't attack her character.
No.
He kept the main thing.
I don't think he said anything to instigate a fight.
All right, so on to our final scene, and this is arguably the most iconic, which is the argument scene from The Notebook with Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling. This is a pretty long scene, so we might have to cut some bits out of it, but I'm excited to react to this one. For some context, for those of you who haven't seen The Notebook, Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling, they had a really good relationship, and then her family moved away. Her mother didn't want her to be with him. She thought that he didn't care about her because he never wrote her a letter. And then it turned out that he had written her all of these letters, and her mother just never gave it to her. And in the meantime, she thought, he doesn't care about me, so she got engaged to another guy. Then she finds out that her mother hid all the letters from her, and Ryan Gosling went and he, like, built the house that she told him that she wanted one day, and, like, he has been loyal to her all these years, and now she's conflicted because she's like, do I stay with my fiance or do I stay with Ryan Gosling? So that's what this whole scene is about.
What are you gonna do, Al?
I don't know.
We're back to that. Are we back there? What about the past couple of days? They happened, you know?
I know that they happened and they were wonderful, but they were also very irresponsible. I have a fiance waiting for me at a hotel who's going to be crushed when he
So
finds
you
out
make
what I
love
did.
to me, and then you go back to your husband? Is that your plan? Was that a test that I didn't pass?
I made a promise to a man. He gave me a ring and I gave him my word.
And your word is shot to hell now, don't you think?
I don't know. I'll find out when I talk to him.
This is not about keeping your promise, and it's not about following your heart. It's about security.
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
What are you talking?
He's got a lot of money!
Now I hate you.
You're bored! You're bored and you know it. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't something missing. Would you just stay with me?
Stay with you. What for? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do. We fight. You tell me when I'm being an arrogant son of a bitch, and I tell you when you're being a pain in the ass. Which you are, 99% of the time. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings. They have like a 2-second rebound rate and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
So what?
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day, but I wanna do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever. You and me, every day. Will you do something for me? Please? You just picture your life for me? 30 years from now, 40 years from now? What's it look like? If it's with that guy, go. Go! I lost you once. I think I could do it again. If I thought it's what you really wanted.
Such good acting.
But don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want?
I have to go.
First of all, that acting is incredible. Like, there's a reason why girls love The Notebook, and it's not just because, like, oh, every girl loves The Notebook because they're all softies. Like, it's incredible acting. Like, one of the best romance movies out there. Maybe the best. I love it.
It's pretty good, not gonna lie.
The main thing that stands out to me about that scene is, yes, they're like both yelling at each other, saying really hurtful things to each other, but even though Ryan Gosling's character, like, his emotions are really high and he's really upset, really angry and frustrated, he still manages to remember that he loves her and that he wants to be with her even in the heat of the moment. And that is so important in our relationships, to just get to the point where it's like the fight doesn't escalate and make you think, I want to break up. The fight frustrates you because you don't want to be fighting, because you want it to work and to voice that. And that's difficult to do because it takes humility, and it's difficult to remember how much you care about this person when your emotions are that high. And he actually managed to do a really good job of that.
Yeah, he was like, it's gonna be hard, but like, let's do it. I don't remember what he said, but
Yeah. Although his intentions were really good, I actually relate to him a lot because I'm also an outward processor. And I feel like even in the heat of the moment, like, I'm pretty good at seeing things clearly and like wanting the answer, wanting the solution right then in the moment. Josh reminds me a little bit more of Rachel McAdams. Like, your intentions are also good, but you need time to have alone time to inward process, because you're more of an inward processor. And like, after the scene, she does go off and have her alone time to process. And I think that for people like myself and Ryan Gosling, that seems weird to say, for people like myself and Ryan Gosling, it can be so frustrating, but it's important to be like, all right, I need to extend grace to this person, not like kick the chair off of the porch and storm off and yell at them. I need to like try to understand their character, what they need in order to come to a conclusion, and just give them the space and respect that they need. If we're in the heat of the moment and you have a tough decision to make or something, and I say to you in your face, what do you want? Answer me now. What do you want?
oh man, I would lose it.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not ready to say, get out of my face, right?
Yeah.
That's how Because you're more like Rachel McAdams in this situation.
Yeah, except for I wouldn't be like, I don't know. I'd be like, get out of my face right now.
Comment down below. Are you guys an inward processor or an outward processor? Are you more of the Ryan Gosling and Alicia, or are you more of the Rachel McAdams and Joshua? Alright, that was really fun reacting to those 3 popular movie scenes. If there's anything that you guys noticed about those fight scenes that you want to comment on or maybe give some clarity to in the comments below, we'd love to read your comments, see what you think about them.
And if you guys can think of any other fight scenes and arguments in movies, please comment down below. We'd love to react to those because this was actually really fun.
We can do a part 2.
Yeah, we could do a part 2.
Thanks for watching our video. We post every Saturday, so hopefully we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.